So in today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about my past favorites from Lush kitchen box subscription boxes. This video was actually requested and I thought that this would be a very good video. And maybe you're someone that is new to Lush in general. I know a lot of you guys watching, you're Lushies, you've been Lushies for years. But there are some of you guys that are new and maybe you're kind of thinking about trying the Lush kitchen subscription box. And so before I get into these products, I'm going to give you all the details. So I'm going to put chapters here. So if you just want to go ahead and skip to the products, you can do that. But for those that kind of want the information, let's go ahead and get into it. So Lush has actually kind of changed up their, I guess, tier of subscriptions that you can choose. So it used to just be one box. Now they have 3 different ones that you can choose from. Okay, so there is the Lush kitchen box. The Lush kitchen box is going to have 4 to 5 full-size products, and there's going to be a mixture of bath and shower items. That is priced at $49.95. Then you have the Lush kitchen shower box, which is the one I actually have started to get more of now. But in that box, you may see some overlay from products that are in just the regular kitchen box, but that one is not going to have bath bombs. So think if you don't have a bathtub or if you don't take baths often, then you really might want to get the shower box. It's the same price at $49.95, but that's the one that I tend to get. And so most of the time it's just not going to have bath bombs, and then maybe a couple other things. Now, next tier, which is the newest thing that they rolled out, is actually going to be the XL box. So you're going to get 6 to 7 full-size products in that box. That is $69.95. So that's just going to be a mixture of bath items, shower items in that box. So one thing to note, if you want to get on board with the subscription boxes, the payment that comes out is going to be the first of every month. And so if you want to see what the latest box is that you would get, then just hop on Lush's website, go to, just type in like Lush kitchen subscription. It'll take you right there. And then you can see what the latest box is going to be. But the payment is going to be first of every month. You also have the option every single month to kind of toggle between boxes. A lot of times you're able to see what's in the box. They do releases. And then, there's all different places that you can kind of find the spoilers, like Reddit, Facebook. You're able to see the spoilers. And then let's say you're like, ooh, I fancy a bath box this time. You can actually go in and pause, subscription for maybe the shower box and then activate it for the bath box, and then vice versa. So you can really customize month to month what you want, and you just have to remember to go in and every single month, if you're going to do that, activate, pause, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, there you have it. That kind of just gives you a little bit of all in one place info about the boxes in general. But do I think that they are worth it? Yes, absolutely I do. Because in the boxes, you get exclusives that are not in the shop. And there are times when we get a release of some things that were kind of an OG product that, come back. And so it's just exclusive. You're able to try so many more different things if you're kind of one of those people that really loves to see like what's new at Lush all the time. Then it is just absolutely perfect. Okay, so my first box with Lush Kitchen was actually February 2024, and it was celebrating the Lunar New Year, and it was gorgeously themed. And that's another thing I'll say about the boxes is that it's so fun when they have these themes and they do these collaborations sometimes, and the packaging is beautiful. It's kind of fun when you get it. They just put a little extra something into the packaging sometimes, and I'm actually going to show you one of the products that I think just was beautiful in that way. But this box was absolutely gorgeous. So there were 2 items out of that box which were my favorite. Number 1, Cinders shower gel. That shower gel is it's gorgeous. Now, I already loved Cinders. It is one of my all-time favorite scent families from Lush. It just smells like fall in a bottle. It is just the best way that I can put it. So I was actually so excited when they came out with the Cinders body spray, which I do have. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. And if you like scents that are just warm and just really just smell like fall, like that one's just a gorgeous one. I was so excited to get that, see that, and have that from our first box for that reason. Now, next up in that same box was the Fireball Bath Bomb. Number one, it was absolutely beautiful and it looked just like a fireball, so it was gorgeous. So cinnamon and orange oil in there, it was beautiful. Okay, next up, this is from April 2024. This mask was definitely one of my favorites. It is the Birth of Venus jelly mask. Now, I checked on the website, they actually have it on there. I need to just buy it. I guess maybe I just keep forgetting because I'm just paying attention to what's in the shop. But that was my first time trying a jelly mask. It has seawater in it. It has chamomile, lavender. It is so soothing. It's this beautiful, calming blue color. It smells amazing. And that's just mainly what I can say. It is so soothing on the skin. It's so relaxing. Just a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous mask. Now, the second time that I got to try a jelly mask was the Minions one. And I think we still have some in the shop. So I worked this Sunday, so I'm like, I feel like I just need to buy the rest of them, to be honest. But anyway, I just love the formula of that jelly mask. It is definitely different than our typical masks that we have. It just kind of sits on the skin a little bit differently, but I love how it washes off, and it just kind of leaves your skin very nice, clean, balanced. But anyway, the Birth of Venus jelly mask is great, and I just need to order one online. So I'm glad I'm doing this video because I didn't even realize that it was online available for purchase. Okay, June 2024, the Temple of Truth Bubble Bar. I was definitely surprised by this one, and this was when they had the shower box, so this was one of the items that came in just the original kitchen box. But I loved this. Apparently this is a product that was discontinued in 2006. It is one of those products that are definitely like an underdog product, to be honest. It is very unassuming, but it is incredible. I just remember it just being so soothing, gorgeous blue color. Okay, number one. But it has sandalwood, which is one of my favorite ingredients. I absolutely love sandalwood. It has rosewood in it, guasha wood oil that really kind of is something that I just haven't noticed in any other products, to be honest. But it was just gorgeous. I don't even know what to say about it. The scent was very soothing. It wasn't overpowering. It was just very like calm and slightly earthy. I don't know. I just can't fully remember it, but I remember that much about it. So that was a good one. Okay, same box, same year, the Happy Hippie body lotion. That's probably in my top like 3 of best products from Lush kitchen boxes. So not only is it in this beautiful Happy Hippie scent, which, hello, Happy Hippie is definitely summer in a bottle. You got this gorgeous yellow color, of course, but not only that, it has grapefruit in it, but it's not grapefruit heavy, right? As far as the scent, because there's a mixture of some other things in here that make it a little bit more zesty, like bergamot oil, that makes it just a little bit more zesty to where it's not like just true grapefruit, but it's summer in a bottle. I love this. So let me tell you what was special about the Happy Hippie body lotion. You guys, the texture. So incredible. I absolutely love the texture of it. Why? Because it was thin, but it moisturized you, if that makes sense. So it was thin enough to where it was so comfortable to wear in the summer, but it sank into my skin beautifully. And I still feel like I could wear lotion in the summertime because of that lotion. Like, that was just my favorite. I love it. I really wish that they would come out with that like in just the shop, because I think it's a great summertime lotion option, to be honest. And then again, another push for the boxes, the one that's coming in May, because if you love Happy Hippie, you would have had the opportunity to get that lotion. And then the one that's coming in May, they're bringing out a Happy Hippie shampoo bar. So it's just going to be perfect for summer, especially with that scent. I love it so much. So there's just another push for the boxes, and maybe another reason to try it. If you just really, you know, kind of fancy some of the scent families, then you might get a chance to try it and some of the products that they bring out. Okay, jumping all the way to December 2024. Now look, yes, I'm jumping some months because I'm talking about my absolute favorites here, okay? So it's not like I didn't like any of the other products. I enjoyed them. Maybe some I didn't, right? But these are my absolutely favorites. So in December, the Christmas Eve shower gel. Number one, can we talk about how gorgeous this packaging is? The red and gold, so festive, and everything in that box actually was very cohesive with this packaging. So why do I love this? Number one, the color, can you see? The color is just gorgeous. You can see a little bit of that blue with some tiny little sparkles in here. But the main thing that this had in here, so it has fine sea salt, bergamot oil, ylang ylang, but let me tell you what this reminds me of. This reminds me of an amped up Fresh As. If you know what Fresh As is actually a scent, I think that has come out, I know at least for the past two Father's Day, or shower gel rather, for the Father's Day collection at Lush. And so I know Fresh As had like either cedarwood or Iris Absolute, something like that. Okay, I was saying cedarwood. That's not it. It's pine oil, orris oil, fir needle absolute. Okay, so those kind of like earthy scents, but like super fresh. I think that the name was very fitting. Anyways, long story short, but the Christmas Eve shower gel to me is like an amped up Fresh As, which is why I love it. Now, the reason why I still have it, I'm very seasonal with my things, so I am just keeping the rest of this to use as soon as I put out my Christmas decorations. I know, and you know, it's just kind of how I am. So, which is why this isn't in my shower just yet, because, you know, I'm waiting for like full on summer. But okay, you guys, and then I was super surprised about this one because I'm not crazy about Lush soaps, to be honest. Some of the soaps I actually will like put in a soap dish in my bathroom and use them as hand soap because they are they're very moisturizing, you know, to wash my hands with, and they don't strip, you know, my hands don't feel dry after. But the one that I absolutely loved from this box, it's probably my favorite soap, is the Snow Apple soap. The Snow Apple soap was gorgeous. I loved using that. It smelled like fresh apples. It was just beautiful on the skin, and I feel like performance wise it cleaned pretty well. Sometimes I notice with some of the Lush soaps, they can get a little, they can feel like super oily, and I just don't feel as clean. But that one was just gorgeous to where I felt like I got a really good lather and a good clean from it, but the scent was divine. Then getting into 2025, I felt like they knocked it out of the park, at least with the first couple months. I skipped March because it was all grassy themed, but January of 2025, I loved it. The Australian Igloo scrub was gorgeous. Now, the only thing I don't like, it was like a one-time use thing, but I mean, maybe it could have been used a couple times, and I was just so excited about it. It was just like, ugh, it was just heavenly. But it came in this nice little beautiful igloo, and it had this blue center on the inside. Eucalyptus and pine oil, it says it has in here, because I just can't remember the ingredients of it. But it was just absolutely, it was beautiful. And so that center in the middle, you know, was extremely moisturizing. Oh my gosh, I loved that one so much. So that was great. Now the next one that I loved was the Abominable Snowman Jelly, shower jelly. At that time, I really wasn't a fan of shower jellies, but if you've watched my channel, then you know that I have found the best way to use them is going to be in a soap sleeve. Highly recommend. I now have a love for jellies, and I have like 5 in my shower right now. But the scent of that was just Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. Number one, it was beautiful. These beautiful mixture of like light blue and, you know, cobalt blue colors, but it was minty with like a creaminess factor with like a hint of like vanilla or something in there. But those two were definitely my favorite from the box. And then February 2025, I think the star of the show was the Sticky Banana body wash. I mean, I loved that body wash. It smelled just like bananas. It was very soothing and softening on the skin. You had these little bits in there. It was a treat, honestly. I truly enjoyed that body wash. I know that there was such high demand for it. It had coconut cream and date syrup in there, and it really was just a treat for the skin. Now, the closest thing that I can think to it is going back to that Minions, the banana jelly face mask. That's the closest thing I can think. Slightly close maybe in texture, but scent wise, definitely. Anyway, I just wish that like Lush would just bring the Sticky Banana as an all year round, or at least as like a limited time, because that was such a good one. I loved that one, and that definitely is in like my top 3 if I had to choose for my favorite products. So there you have it, guys. Again, do I think the Lush kitchen box is worth it? Absolutely. Especially if you don't have a Lush nearby. This is the other reason why I think it's worth it. You know, yes, it's $50, right? Outside of the XL box, but think about how long Lush products last. I mean, besides a bath bomb, of course, but sometimes you get lotions in there. Sometimes you know, this is the size typically of like the shower gels you get. Sometimes they'll do the travel size, but I think that it's definitely worth it because of how long some of our stuff lasts. So thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to see you in the next video. Bye. I won't see you, but you know what I mean. You see me. So bye.